Day 2 of championship weekend has arrived in downtown Hot Springs as McGehee and Manila getting set to do battle for the 3A girls state championship game. Welcome courtside alongside my tag team partner Alyssa Orange. I'm Bobby Swafford. Plenty more on this game in just a bit, but yesterday, Alyssa, we saw an action-packed day. 4 titles were earned.
It was really fun, of course, in the 1A, Earl getting the win on the boys and the girls side, but man, the girls 2A game between Quitman and Sloan Hendricks was a dogfight. That was a battle.
Yep. A 15-4 run to start the third quarter for Quitman helped the Bulldogs win a state championship, and then we capped it off with one of the most dominant performances we've seen in a championship game in a long time as Barton beat Mountain Vernon and Ola by 45. 3 more championships after this one today. The 3A boys are going to follow us. Newport versus Osceola. Then the 4A championships are going to be brought to you tonight, starting at 6 o'clock with Pea Ridge and Pulaski Academy on the girls' side. But we got to talk about McGehee. We've got to talk about Manila, as that one's coming up your way as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas academic medical center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
Team sports in Arkansas really is the building of character. It's being able to get through trials and tribulations as a team. You take those lessons from team sports and use them in everyday life situations. I'm RJ Hawk. Please consider giving to Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
We are moments away from the 3A Girls State Championship game, McGehee versus Manila. But first, we have to find out how these teams got here. First, for the visiting squad, the McGehee Owls. They came from the bottom half of the bracket, the number 1 seed, but they had to grind their way through the state tournament. A 9-point win over Melbourne in the first round. Eke past Episcopal by a bucket in the second round, and maybe one of the biggest upsets in the 3A Girls State Tournament. They take down Mountain View 44-40 to set up the championship game, and Michaela Green is a stat stuffer superior.
She is someone you want to keep an eye on here, averaging 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. She's just a sophomore, Bobby, and has already hit the 1,000 career point mark. She did that at the end of February. The offense goes through her, and that's really where they need to focus offensively, is being able to protect the basketball. That's a big key to victory today for this McGehee Lady Owls team, and also dictate the tempo. Be able to play your game. Don't try to match the tempo of the Lions and play your game.
On for Manila, they came from the top half of the bracket. And the Lady Lions looking for their first ever state championship. They were a 3 seed, and they pulled the upset of Drew Central in the first round, and then a really shocking game as well in the second round. Dover has handed their first loss of the season, 53-43, and another upset. The 3 seed Lions get past Greenland, who is a heavy favorite to be playing for a championship. So Manila in the championship game. They got weapons, but Hadley Goodson is the straw that stirs the drink.
And the one thing here with this Manila lineup, Hadley Goodson averages the most points per game, but no one has double-figure averages here. Just 9.8 points per game for her, but they really hang their hat on their defense. She's going to go play college basketball at Hendrix next season, but defense is the key for them. It wins championships. They say that slogan for a reason, and they've holding teams to just 43 points per game, and they love to create turnovers. Bobby, we saw 43 turnovers yesterday between Quitman and Sloan Hendrix. They've got to be able to be aggressive. And as for McGehee, like we said, you got to be able to protect the basketball.
We saw the point totals on the bracket there for the state tournament. You mentioned it's the defense is going to be key. Scoring is going to be at a premium. This arena, I say it every year, does weird things unless you're Barton. Of course, what we saw last night, teams just don't shoot well. Yeah, teams do not shoot well in this venue. And so finding ways to get easy buckets early, I think, is going to be key.
Well, one big thing here when you look at both of those, and you went through the bracket with the amount of points that they scored, both of these teams didn't score over 60 points through the state tournament. So it is going to be a defensive battle, and points are going to be more important than ever in this matchup between two teams that really like to get after it on the defensive end.
Almost set for tip-off. To Cambry Green's the head coach for McGehee. Chad LaRose, the head coach for Manila. Neither one of these teams have ever won a girls basketball state championship. So somebody is taking a trophy home for the first time in school history, and we're underway.
Makes it that much more special.
McGehee wearing the red unis trimmed out in black, Manila in all white. McGehee quickly goes to work, and there's that defense.
Already.
Manila forces 21 a contest, and they force a turnover on the game's first possession. This is Goodson with the basketball. Gives it up to Deeds. Deeds, a big threat on the offensive glass for Manila. Drive, turnaround 15-footers, too strong. Again, Deeds almost spoke that into existence. An offensive rebound, but quickly turned over.
Well, this is what we talked about with dictating the pace of play and the aggressive play early on here. 2 quick turnovers for both these teams.
Expected a good crowd for the session today. Newport and Osceola's boys going to do battle here around 145, but we've got a lot to settle here in the girls contest. This is Blackman. She's got it left wing. They'll swing it around. Trying to get something established down low. Smith, power move off the window, good. And Whitney Smith has our first bucket.
Really good move there to the basket, using her body there.
Smith averages 6 points, 5 rebounds a contest. Deeds, she tries to answer on the other end. Left hand's no good. One and done as McGehee clears the rebound. Here's Green, deep 3, left wing's got it. Michaela Green, the sophomore, has got it going early. Manila tries to answer right back. 3-pointer right wing
Missed
from Farmer.
opportunity there, left wide open.
McGehee dominating the glass early on. They've got a 5-point lead. Hounded out front, but a little too much contact as Madison Toon is going to be whistled for the first personal foul of the game. If you're Manila, Alyssa, what do you have to do? Is McGehee has come out with all the momentum.
Well, right now you're still just trying to focus on turning that ball over, and hopefully maybe one of those turnovers turns in some transition points, easy buckets, because right now the half-court offense isn't hitting probably like they'd like it to.
The trap could never get there, but instead McGehee, though, still sped up just a bit. The pass from Green goes out of bounds, and the second turnover against the Owls. Two minutes in, Manila still looking for their first bucket. Here's Goodson. She lets one fly off the window, no good. And the Lady Lions still trying to take the lid off the basket.
And right now, so a lot of these shots around the perimeter haven't really been able to get anything inside.
Nice job beating the pressure there for McGehee, but the Bunnies miss. Second chance opportunity, no. And finally, the rebound is hauled in by Chloe Helms on the inside. She averages 4 rebounds a contest. 3 in the corners, got it. Madison Toon puts the Lions on the board.
And that's what they needed. A quick, easy bucket. I don't think McGehee was able to really set their defense yet, and Manila was able to take advantage.
You can see what Manila's trying to do. As soon as the ball handler turns their back, the trap's coming. That three-pointer off the right wing is no good from Blackman.
Want to see him push it a little bit quicker down the court here.
Here's Toon. I'll get down low to Deeds. She's going to go to work. Nice stop defensively by Boyd. Drive, lost the handle, but they're going to say last touch by McGehee. Kind of a frantic first 3 minutes and only have 8 points to show for it.
Yeah, it is. Again, defensive, setting the tone here. A lot of movement, a lot of just trying to keep both of these offense out of kilter, but I really like how McGehee has been able to work around so far the pressure that Manila has tried to give them.
McGehee quickly drives. That's an offensive foul. Boyd lowered the shoulder, and Deeds had position. Easy call for our officiating crew, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, she's strong, and she knows that, but
good chance to
she's not happy about that call.
Good chance to identify those 3 officials working today's contest. Kelly Roach, Jalen King, and James Brookhart earn the opportunity to call a championship game. Drive to the basket, short. Put back opportunity, in and out, no good. Lucy Farmer averages 17 points a game for Manila, but couldn't get either shot in the lane to go. McGehee still trying to handle this pressure. Now 20's already on the shot clock. They're sending multiple defenders at the basketball at all times. 3 in the corner. Might have been a little contact on the shooting arm, but no call. You can tell the stress level for the fans in the stadium are starting to elevate. We're halfway home here in the first quarter. Quick 3 left wing. That might have been partially blocked. Offensive rebound, no good. Now we're going to have a tie possession. It's going to lead us to our first timeout of this first quarter. It'll be Manila basketball when we come back. McGehee, Manila still trying to fill out one another as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
So today was the first annual Harvest for Hope event. There's so much going on in agriculture right now. So we talked about what could we do to have an immediate impact for farmers. So we said, let's put a concert together and let's have it for to raise awareness of a topic that not a lot of farmers want to talk about.
So many people across the state support Arkansas agriculture, and we need to, because we don't just feed our families. We feed the state, we feed the United States, and we feed the world right here in Arkansas.
Coming soon on Arkansas TV.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
McGehee and Manila are trying to do something they've never done in school history, so that means these coaches are trying to do something that's never been done. To Cambry Green, trying to bring the state championship to McGehee for the first time ever, and Chad LaRose trying to do the exact same thing on the other side for Manila. Combined 61 victories between these two programs, and they are all playing on the biggest stage today.
Really special moment for both of these coaches, and we've talked about Michaela Green to Cambry Green, her father, and this is going to be a special moment for the two of them.
McGehee handles the pressure, gets it across the timeline. Left wide open is Blackman, and she knocks down a triple. A couple steps beyond the three-point line.
It's going to be really good for McGehee if they can continue to set the tone offensively here and break through the defense.
Manila struggling from the field so far, just 1 of 12, and now they turn it over. 2-on-2 opportunity. Blackman cut off and then turns it over. Goodson steps into the passing lane and she brings it up, but she's hounded by 2 Owls. Spin move in the lane, off the window, and a foul. Hadley Goodson with the finish.
Really good move there. Good court awareness with the spin and the bucket. Now the and one. That's exactly what they needed.
Manila had made just 1 of their first 12 shots in this contest. Maybe that's the play that gets the Lions going. Goodson converts the 3-point play, makes it a 1-point game. Now the full court pressure. McGee's got numbers if they choose to push. Blackman picks up her dribble. They're going to reset the offense. Manila allowing just 43 points per contest, and that shot's rejected. Madison Deeds puts it in the front row. .242 left here in the first. McGehee gets it into Blackman. 16 on the shot clock. Here's Ollison. 15-footers, too strong, and 1 and done as the rebound's cleared by Helms.
I don't necessarily know if she felt comfortable shooting that shot. She took it anyways.
McGehee hounding Deeds off the window with the left hand. Madison Deeds has shown she's willing to use that opposite hand.
And that was nice of her to, after blocking the shot down here, to be able to put up the shot on the other end offensively.
Green has it opposite side of the logo. Drives in the lane, dangerous pass. Another one, but McGehee maintains possession. A 3 right wing, it wasn't the best looking possession, but they'll take the result. Whitney Smith hits one from deep. 11-8, the advantage. Manila's hit their last 2 shots, and now an offensive foul.
I have a feeling those two are going to trade offensive fouls back and forth.
That is going to
be a fun matchup between those two.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Delia Boyd and Madison Deeds on the inside. 14 in white, 22 in red. Which will keep and score at home. Circle that matchup. 15-footer again. That one's pure.
She felt a little better shooting that one.
Manila takes a quick timeout. Delia Boyd averages 13 points and 9 rebounds a contest. And that jumper's got the Owls out in front by 5. The McGehee faithful starting to get into it behind us. We're 6.5 minutes into this first quarter.
Yeah, and coming out of that other timeout, you could see that they changed things up a little bit offensively, and both teams have been able to get the ball inside the paint and be a little bit more aggressive.
If McGehee can handle the basketball, they're shooting it at a high clip. 5 of 11 from the floor, but they've also turned it over 4 times. Manila 3 of 14 to start, but they have made their last 2 shots from the floor. So they're starting to settle in.
Yeah, Manila's also turned the ball over 3 times as well, and so McGehee defensively trying to see if they can beat them at their own game.
Goodson spearheads the offense. Farmer still scoreless. Down low to Deeds. She's double teamed. Kicks out 3, top of the keys. Got it. 3-pointer hit by Helms. Already matches her season average of 3 points.
But she was stoked about that one. You could see it on her face. She wanted to celebrate maybe a little bit too much and had to reel it back in. Blackman drives the lane. Can't get the runner to fall. Farmer's the rebound, and she's going to push the tempo. He does a nice job getting back defensively, and they force the turnover on the errant pass. The turnovers are a bit of a problem for both sides. That's 4 now each on both the Lions and Owls. I'm interested to see how Mariah Blackman adjusts her game, because she continues to want to drive to the basket, but the size from Manila has been giving her some issues. She's only 5'3", but she has no problem getting in there and driving to the bucket, but she's been blocked a couple of times.
All the way to the rim, and gives it up. This Green, tough shot in the lane, maybe some contact, no foul, second chance blocked. Deeds her second rejection of the opening quarter. Goodson pitches it ahead, wide open three, short from Bailey Wilson. She averages 7 points a contest for Manila. Now the shot clock is off, and now the Lady Owls can hold for the final possession if they choose to do so. Dribble handoff on the far side, a lot of contact, and Helms is whistled for the personal foul. Not a lot of fouls to be found in this first quarter, just 5 combined. What you love to see in a championship game. Let these players decide it.
Yeah, both of these teams have been really aggressive. We saw that yesterday in the two-way one. They pretty much let the girls play yesterday. They were really good at just letting them play the kind of game they want to play and be aggressive.
Couple substitutions. Xandriana Lee, 5'6" junior, checks in. 35 for McGehee. On the closing seconds of this opening stanza. Tough drive. Partially blocked. Rebound cleared out by Farmer. She's got to let one fly from half court. That's going to be too strong off the shot clock, and that's going to do it. The first 8 minutes here at Bank OZK Arena. McGehee leads Manila 13-11 as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ken Warden, Commissioner of the Arkansas Division of Higher Education and a member of the Arkansas 250 Commission. As we approach America's 250th anniversary, communities across Arkansas are preparing to celebrate our shared history. We're working with local leaders to support meaningful, locally driven events that honor the people, places, and stories that shaped our state and nation. Visit america250.ade.arkansas.gov and join us as we connect with our nation's history, celebrate Arkansas's unique story, and contribute to the state's future success.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Time to get your thinking caps on. Today's trivia question: who holds the record for most assists by a girls basketball player in Arkansas high school history?
That's a good question.
There have been some very good players come through our states. Kristen Williams immediately comes to mind from CAC.
I'm going to have to give that one some thought, Bobby.
That's the idea.
I know.
Second quarter underway as McGehee starts this second period with a 13-11 lead. Hounded out front. And ball pressures there for Manila. 17 now on the shot clock. As Smith works it. Now rounds back to Green, the guard. The sophomore sets the offense with 8. Again, 2 defenders on the ball at nearly all times. And they turn it over. Quickly out front, 1-on-2, and Madison Toon thought better of it. So she pulls it out. Now Manila's going to set their offense.
Yeah, I would have really liked her to just go aggressively at the basket.
Farmer, 0 for 5 from the floor, looking for her first points. Got it.
There it is.
16-footer. A leading score for Manila's on the scoreboard.
We talked about this in the break, and I'm sure she talked about it in the huddle. They have got to get her going offensively.
Averages 17 points per contest. Again, anytime McGehee turns their back handling the basketball, another defender's coming. Wide open underneath. But couldn't get the shot off as Deeds came flying in and altered the projection of Stephanie Allison and prevented that shot attempt from going up.
You can tell this Manila team has no problem double teaming over here, which would obviously leave someone open because they're so fast to get back down on the field, on the court, and be disruptive on defense.
They're allowing that long diagonal pass with this pressure, and they're just counting on a team not either recognizing the open player or not being able to make that pass because of the pressure. And another turnover. Goodson with the pocket pick and all the way to the other end and draws the foul. So as Goodson's headed to the foul line, our officiating crew today, Kelly Roach is our referee, Jalen King and James Brookhart, the 3 men in stripes out there, doing the Lord's work. And a thankless job. But pressure again, even though McGee's now seen it for a quarter plus, still causing some problems for these Owl guards.
The one thing that I took away from that last possession for McGehee was it felt like Stephanie Ollison couldn't really handle the pass that was down to her because they were trying to get so quickly breaking the press here. And that's what Manila counts on, is just sloppy basketball. Feel rushed.
Just trying to pick up the pace just a little bit to get you out of your comfort level. We've got a foul underneath as things were getting a little testy between Addison Stabbs of Manila and Whitney Smith for McGehee down low. Stabbs charged with her first personal foul, just the first of the quarter on Manila. .6:18 to play here in the first half. Trying to find a way to get the ball down low. Force the pass. Force that pass down low and a turnover. Trying to beat the Owls down the floor. The shot would not fall for Stabbs. Ball out of bounds. Back to McGehee.
Stabbs is going to be a little bit more careful defensively. She didn't get called for that, but she had a hook in her arm around Whitney Smith down low there. Pushing the basketball.
Open jumper, mid-range, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Will flip ends as Manila has possession.
And again, Mariah Blackman still just trying to figure out where she's going to find success, because the height right now when she drives into the lane from Manila is causing her to have to pitch it outside or get it blocked.
Either one of these teams has great size as Goodson's shot's no good. A second chance opportunity to three right wings also no good. Farmer with the rebound. Her shot is no good. Only one player, though, listed on these two teams listed at 6 feet tall, and that's a freshman for McGehee and Hadley Scales, and we haven't seen her yet in the contest.
Yeah, that's why they rely so much on their defense and just being really gritty there.
Blackman's left open for three. She hits another one from deep. That puts McGehee back in front, so Blackman has a pair of triples.
It's probably going to be her way of scoring in this game.
Blackman averages 8 points a contest and got a turnover forced on the far side. The officials call the double dribble. You can tell that both of these teams just want to speed up the opposition just a little bit to get them out of their comfort zone and create some extra possessions for themselves.
I think McGee's just trying to figure out what the best formula is, because they've been able to have some success a little bit when they're playing fast and when they're slowing it down, but slowing it down has given Manila opportunities to turn the ball over.
How about logo launching? Michaela Green with the triple. We don't see many from the state finals logo, but that one was from deep. Green thought she had a steal, but going to be whistled for the personal foul. Showing some range, though, was Michaela Green.
And that was a pretty shot, too.
So if you're a basketball fan or a coach or a player at a 3A school, get to know Michaela Green for the next couple of years. Just a sophomore. Tough shot, top of the key, and Farmer's foul. The leading scorer for Manila is now headed to the foul line for three.
And again, as we mentioned, Lucy Farmer has just got to get going offensively for her team here.
Farmer's first one's good. So Farmer, relatively quiet based on her season production, but a chance to get heated up at the foul line as she knocks down the first two with one more coming.
She's got an interesting little warm-up here that she does before she shoots the basketball. But it works.
Whatever works.
Exactly.
Repeatable motions.
Everyone's got their little tick that they do.
That pre-shot routine, it works. So the 3 free throws pulls Manila back within 1. McGehee now back to Blackman. And Green tries another deep 3. That one's short. Ball out of bounds in the media row, and the Lady Lions are going to have it. Next dead ball is going to bring us to our media timeout. These two teams, though, don't go terribly deep into the bench, so the extra breaks they get per quarter are going to be beneficial for the starting 5. Hounded on the far side. That's a 5-second call. So another turnover. McGee's going to have it after we step aside. McGillah locked in a good one.
It's primetime on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday starting at 1:30 following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, Nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British Favorites, Mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
So how smarts of an individual are you? We asked you moments ago who holds the record for the most assists in a career as a girls basketball player in the States. Well, the record's only a year old. Katie Keister from Dover from 22 to 25, the state's all-time leading ball distributor.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Played the championship game a season ago.
If you knew that back home, congratulations to you.
So McGehee has the rock, leading by the slimmest of margins. But shots are at a premium. His defenses have been forcing turnovers left and right for the first quarter and a half. They try to get it down low. That pass is too strong, and another turnover. It's now 8 turnovers against the Owls. Going back the other way, left-hand finish for Deeds.
Really heads-up play there by Chloe Helms to find Deeds down low, and that might be something that would work for Manila in the second half.
Green drives into the lane. Deeds tried to draw the charge, so that's going to be another personal foul on Madison. It's a second personal foul on Deeds, both on attempts to draw a charge. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach LaRose leaves her on the floor for the final 3:15 of this first half. And that's quickly answered as an emphatic no. She checks out.
Yeah, I think you're going to need her in the second half, especially if you can maybe establish a little bit more of a dominant presence in the paint.
1 for 2 on that trip, and now we are tied at 20. It almost does feel like a race to 50, and whoever can get there might win it.
Isn't that the 3-on-3 rules?
That's right.
First to 50.
Manila has it, 18 on the shot clock. This is Toon being hounded by Ollison. 5-second count's working, breaks the count. 3-pointer top of the keys, way off the mark. And goes out of bounds, and now the Owls have a chance to regain the advantage.
Full court pressure here from McGehee, or from Manila.
Trying to find a way to create some offense by using your defense. Green gets to the top across the timeline. 2.5 to play in the opening half. Wide open threes. Blackman, she's got it. This is Shakira Blackman, the 5'2" senior. Shakira and Mariah, pair of Blackmans on the roster. Both have already hit threes today. Puts the Owls up by 3. As we inch towards the 2-minute mark. Goodson's got it left side. Hounded by Green. She just throws it up. It's another turnover. There's Michaela. She pulls up 18-footer. That's off the mark. A long rebound pulled in by Toon, and she's going to try to push the tempo. McGehee, a nice job of getting back defensively to prevent any fast break opportunity.
They have right now, for a team that prides themselves on the turnovers and what they can do from it, they only have 9 points off turnovers.
Ball fake and a 3 from the right side, short from Toon. And McGehee has another defensive board. 80 seconds to play in this first half, and you're starting to see a little fatigue creep in, at least to McGehee, and they don't get the ball across in time. Michaela Green was just trying to catch her breath and walk the ball up.
She's so used to having someone in her face. Right. She was like, oh, okay, I can take my time. And unfortunately, she gets a pass on that. She's been playing real hard.
Makes the implementation of the shot clock. It's pretty easy to say when 10 seconds has expired. That shot clock hits 25. It's an automatic turnover. Yeah. Goodson, her 3 short, goes out of bounds. McGehee does not give up points off the turnover.
Yeah, and you can kind of see by having Deeds on the bench right now, just trying to protect the fouls that she has, they really haven't been able to get the ball inside.
Back to the full court pressure from Manila. Get it across, that's Blackman. Pitches ahead to Ollison. Get it down low. Here's Boyd off the window short, but she tips it out to a teammate. Fresh shot clock, about a 14-second differential between game and shot. Boyd lowers the shoulder and an offensive foul. The second time that Jalil Boyd just overpowered the defender, but the juniors whistled for another personal foul. A big call going the other direction. Here's a look at it. That's a pretty good position there by Chloe Helms and a good call by our officiating crew. Into the lane. Tough runners go with the right hand. Madison Toon.
You're going to want to see more of that from the Lady Lions. It's a good play right there.
Shot clock is off, so McGehee can have the final shot of the half if they want it. The Owls lead it by 1. Blackman has it. They're working it inside. Boyd, good pass to Ollison for the easy lay-in. Post to post. Farmer now, 3 seconds to play. Lets one fly. That's going to be well short. And going to do it for our first half in the 3A Girls State Championship. Turnovers have been an issue, but McGehee has figured it out just enough. And the Owls lead Manila 25-22 after 16 minutes of play. We'll step aside as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
We're at the half at Bank OZK Arena. Stick around because this is Arkansas TV, where Arkansas stories come to life. Coming up, Christina Munoz will introduce you to the incredible Arkansas TV Student All-Stars. But first, from the small town of Newark, Arkansas, 2 kids with big dreams proved that anything is possible. Spencer and Austin Reeves just didn't make it to professional basketball. They came back home to share what they learned. Check out this story on how 2 Cedar Ridge High School graduates are using their success to inspire the next generation through their summer basketball camp.
My name is Spencer Reeves. I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I went to Cedar Ridge High School. I do camps during the summer, and I play professional basketball overseas the rest of the 9-10 months out of the year.
My name is Austin Reeves. I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers. We want to show those kids that it's possible to go live your dream. Don't let anybody tell you anything different.
Sound good? We always wanted to do something for the community and for the kids because, you know, Austin and I went to a lot of camps growing up, so it was kind of a fun thing we like to do with our friends during the summer where we could go and learn and have a lot of fun.
Spencer and I go back to college. Him and I kind of came up with the idea of, you know, camp is a really good opportunity to give back to the community, not just in the Newark area where they're from.
That was one of our first things, you know, talking about, you know, we wanted to come back here and do these camps.
Our camp is not just to come in and play a bunch of games. We really take pride in the development of the kids and the players.
They'll all have a different station of a certain basketball skill they'll teach, and we have some excellent coaches that come from all over the country. Austin and I trust what they're going to teach them at their certain stations and when we break up and play with the kids.
So one coach will do shooting, one coach will do ball handling, and then defense and spacing. So you give them the general idea of what you want them to teach to the kids, and you kind of just let them create what they want to create. Mostly about learning the big game of basketball, learning spacing, learning terminologies for the game of basketball, you know.
We're looking for what is one more extra pass.
So just knowing the game and just being taught the game the right way.
I really focus on the kids who are just gonna pick up the energy, you know, they encourage the other kids, and like if I say, hey, you gotta make 10, the kids that are counting the loudest, you know, and they just like bring the energy to every drill that we're doing.
One of our coaches out there was a camper for us 3 years ago.
The camp was really good for building a little bit of community with your group that you were with. And I remember there's a few of them that later in the season we would play and I would always say hi and have a little conversation with them. And I still keep up with them now. Getting out and seeing other places, seeing other people, meeting other people, building bonds with these other people.
And hopefully Arkansas can just have more opportunities for kids like this.
Sports can bring people through all walks of life. You know, it doesn't matter ethnicity, anything, like everybody can bond over all sports.
The whole point and the main focus is the community and trying to open different opportunities for players that not only have the ability to do so, but don't have as much opportunity as others as well.
There's always been a lot of talent in Arkansas. Give these kids the opportunity to see in real life that their dreams don't have to just be dreams. They could go make them reality. They just got to work really hard to it.
I just know I love the game of basketball and love impacting young kids' lives.
Good fun?
Yeah.
Good deal. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. If they do, don't listen to them. And if I did, I wouldn't be in the position I am today. So it's really just about showing them that it's possible to do what they want.
2 professional basketball players from a high school like Cedar Ridge is kind of unheard of. We just want to do it together to show that, like, it doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter your background, you know, where you grow up. It doesn't matter if you work hard, and it doesn't even necessarily have to deal with basketball. It can be life lessons towards anything. It can be sports, it can be work. Just that if you work hard enough and you're persistent at doing that, you can be successful in life.
Spencer and Austin's message is clear. It doesn't matter where you come from or what obstacles you face. With hard work and determination, dreams can become a reality. We celebrate these homegrown heroes who remind us that success isn't just about where you go, but about remembering where you came from and lifting others along the way. Now let's toss it over to Christina. She's going to introduce you to some very hardworking student athletes. Christina?
That's right. Thank you, Steve. Earlier this season, we launched a statewide search for the best of the best athletes who dominate the game and the grade book. Now meet the Arkansas TV Student All-Stars class of 2026. We start things off in 1A with Maggie Tyrone of the Norfolk High School Panthers. Maggie maintains a 3.5 GPA, and when she isn't writing poetry, she plans to play college ball and major in psychology. Representing the boys is Keontae Wingfield, a senior point guard for the Nevada Blue Jays. Keontae holds a perfect 4.0 GPA and is headed to HVAC school after graduation. Moving to 2A, we have Caitlin Ledbetter representing the Acorn High School Tigers, a 4.0 student who loves the outdoors. Caitlin is set to pursue a career in nursing. For the 2A boys, it's Xavier Jones from the Fordyce Redbugs. Xavier carries a 3.9 GPA and is weighing his future between college football and the military. In Class 3A, meet Kenzie McCrotty of the Dover High School Pirates. She boasts a 4.2 GPA and plans to study speech pathology while staying active in her church and traveling. Representing the Newport High School Greyhounds is Jesson Russell. Jesson also holds a 4.2 GPA and aims to earn a business degree to transition into the real estate field. Halfway through the classifications, we find Sadie Meyer with the Highland Rebels, a 4.0 student athlete. Sadie has already signed to play at UT Martin. From Shiloh Christian, we have Duke Bowman representing the Saints. Duke has a 4.0 GPA and is committed to Simpson College to study finance and continue his basketball career. Representing 5A is Bailey Barton of the Beebe High School Badgers. With a 4.05 GPA, Bailey is committed to Ouachita Baptist University for nursing and serves as a director for local Pee Wee basketball programs. For the 5A boys, it's Mason Stallings from the Greenbrier High School Panthers, an avid hunter with a 4.04 GPA. Mason is headed to the University of Arkansas to study civil engineering. Rounding out the girls is Kylie Johnson of the Conway Lady Wampus Cats. A 4.0 sophomore, Kylie already has several college offers on the table, including the University of Arkansas. And finally, for the 6A boys, we have Sammy Hinsey from the Harbor Wildcats. Sammy holds a 4.1 GPA and is looking forward to playing college basketball at the next level. Congratulations and keep up the good work. All right, Steve, it is about that time.
Yes, it is, Christina. Let's get you back out to Bank OZK Arena for the second half.
Here on the home of the high school basketball state finals, Arkansas TV.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
McGehee and Manila are halfway home in the 3A Girls State Championship. And the Lady Owls lead at 25-22 in a first half that was full of defense, but also some three-point shooting for McGehee is the reason why the Owls are out front.
Yeah, it is. And when you look defensively, both of these teams turning the ball over have been able to turn them into points occasionally, but I want to see a little bit more transitional offense. And one big thing to keep an eye on is this matchup down low. Madison Deed sat for the last, 2 minutes of this game. She'll be back in for Manila to start with 2 fouls, going up against Jalea Boyd, also has 2 fouls. I want to see what that matchup turns into in the second half.
McGehee has 10 turnovers. That's turned into 11 points for Manila, but I think the biggest stat you see is right in the middle of your screen. 6 of 9 from the three-point line for McGehee. Even though they're getting less shots at the baskets, they're making them count from deep.
They are, and if they can continue to do that, what means is they won't have to try to battle inside, and maybe if they can keep the ball protected, they can see if they can separate themselves from the three-point lead that they have right now.
McGehee 3 of 14 from inside the three-point line, so we'll see if that trend continues. Manila also struggling from the floor, as you saw. 7 of 26 overall, 2 of 12 from the three-point line. They are perfect from the foul line, though. And they're going to have the basketball as we start this second half. And Manila trails McGehee by 3. Deeds is back on the floor for Manila. As Alyssa just said, had to sit out the closing minutes of the first half, and right to her
already.
And a left-hand finish.
Setting the tone, and again, if Manila can continue to do that, so far Deeds has had the upper hand in that matchup over Boyd.
Boyd also has 2 personal fouls. A storyline to certainly pay attention to. Tough pass, and that one goes into the McGehee bench, and a turnover in the first 35 seconds of this second half. So 11 turnovers now forced by this Manila defense. They average forcing 21 turnovers a contest. And they were a 3 seed in the state tournament, but have gone on an impressive run. Deeds down low. She likes to go to the left side. That time Boyd's there defensively and alters the shot. Maybe just a little bit too strong there by Deeds, but you can tell they're going to try that until they have to do something else. They like that matchup. Now McGehee, it's Blackman to Green, working well outside the 47-foot line. Blackman for 3. That one's well short, though, so that hot shooting in the first half doesn't translate, at least on the first attempt, here in quarter number 3. Yeah, I think she could have had a little bit more time to set her shot in there. Felt a little rushed. And we know she can shoot it because she has in the first half. Goodson gives it up to Toon. While they work that left side. Farmer is hounded. Lucy Farmer's not had a good look all night long. A lot of contact down low. Converging bodies, they hit the floor. I believe this call is going to go against the Owls. Going to get Michaela Green. For a push, it kind of looked like Deeds was sandwiched in there in between Boyd and Green. So pay attention, with 6:20 left in the third quarter, Green picks up her 3rd personal foul. She stays on the floor. Try to go high-low, tough pass, corralled underneath. Goodson all the way underneath, a reverse, and the finish. I really like the way that Manila has been able to come out here and set the tone. 6 points here to regain the lead. McGehee still looking for their first basket of the half. Look to the high post, now down low, shots blocked. Deeds with another block. That's her 3rd of the game. She runs the floor all the way coast to coast. Defense to offense for Manila. What a way to block that shot there and then get all the way down. And she saw it. She saw Boyd not running very fast down the court, and she knew she had an advantage. Well executed. McGehee and Coach DeCamber Green takes a timeout to try to settle things down. And we'll keep it here. What have you seen in this first 2.5 minutes, Alyssa? Just really impressed with the way that they came out, and we knew they sat Deeds, and we knew that that was going to be a little bit of a hindrance for their offense, but they set the tone with her right away, and I think they've seen something to where if she can be aggressive in the lane, that they're going to have some success, and maybe that opens up the offense a little bit more for Lucy Farmer to get more than she's gotten right now. Only 5 points, and 3 of those have come from the free throw line. Things have certainly settled in for Manila. They were one of their first 12. They are 9 of their last, one of their last 12. They're 9 of their last 18 now. So still just 33% for the contest, but they have certainly settled the nerves. For McGehee, the leading scorers is Green with 7, Blackman 6, and Smith with 5. That's really how the season's gone all season long for McGehee. Michaela Green, the sophomore, is their leading scorer, averaging 16 points. But everybody else just kind of fills their role. Say the same thing about Manila. Lucy Farmer, the leading scorer coming into the contest, but only 5 points tonight. Deeds is getting the job done down low. She's already matched her season average of 8. And one thing with Michaela Green, I think she's maybe trying to have to do too much right now, and so she's focusing a little bit too much on trying to break the press and this defense and distributing the basketball a little bit more. It's kind of thrown her game off offensively. Green hits the 3, thought she was fouled. Right in front of us, Bobby. Either way, splashdown and a big shot to stop that run from Manila. It was 7 straight to start the third quarter. Unfazed. Goodson drives, cut off on the baseline, and shuffled the feet. Travel called. And another turnover against the Lady Lions, their 8th turnover of the contest. That dead ball turnovers, though, against Manila. They can set up their full court pressure. The trap comes right in front of us. Tough pass taken away. Farmer saw that one coming, steps into the passing lane, and finishes. It's exactly what they do so well all season long. It's
been their key to success.
As soon as they cross the timeline, that trap's going to come. Smith has it all the way to the corner. Now they work it around the two Blackmans. Now to Green, but 15's on the shot clock. Green down low. Easy finish for Whitney Smith. It's good ball movement for McGehee on that possession. Deeds lowers the shoulder. Easy offensive foul. Anytime you dip the shoulder like that, the officiating crew's job is pretty simple.
And so that's her third foul now, too.
You like the aggressive take from Deeds. She's going to stay on the floor, at least for now. Now she's going to check out. So a pair of substitutions on the floor. Foul trouble for Madison Deeds sends her to the bench. Whitney Smith brings it up on the far side. Everybody out front, top of the key for the McGehee offense, and a turnover. Farmer, another steal here in this third quarter. Kicks out. Goodson thought about a three. Now gives it up. Wide open left wing's too strong. And a rebound pulled down, but I think we're going to stay on this end of the floor.
What did they see there?
Going to get a foul on Mariah Blackman, and it's going to be Manila basketball after we take a timeout. We have got a good one in Hot Springs. Manila and McGehee all locked up at 30.
My family has long been a supporter of Arkansas PBS. It has been part of my whole life experience. Arkansas PBS fills a space in Arkansas education, Arkansas culture, Arkansas news, and it does so with a neutral and empathetic voice, and it meets people wherever they are. It's vital.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
This is a second look at that foul called right before the timeout. They whistle McGee's number 10. You kind of see the hook down low. His body hits the floor. So Mariah Black whistled for it.
Shout out to our crew. Delivering what we asked for. Be able to see that.
The number of fouls hasn't been a problem as an overall, but who they've been assigned to are a bit of an issue. Goodson. She drives left side. Green's on her with the 3 personal fouls. Deeds is on the bench for Manila with 3 personals as well. Drives baseline, tough shot, and a hack. And Bailey Wilson's going to head to the foul line. Smith charged with the personal foul.
That's her first.
Boyd has 2, but she's on the bench right now for McGehee, resting her legs. They're likely to see her back on the floor as soon as Deeds checks back in for Manila. Taking the hockey mentality, bring out the defenseman when the scoring line comes in. Both free throws from Bailey Wilson are pure, and the Lions have a 2-point lead. A Girls Championship, the first of 4 title games today here in Hot Springs. So you've got nothing else to do, get in the car and come on down. Tough shot underneath from Ollison's no good. Her offensive rebound is called off before the second shot attempt, and got to reach in.
Yeah, McGehee has got to get something kind of going offensively. I feel like we've been watching this other side of the court a lot in this third quarter.
Drop step, nice take there by Whitney. Is good. Whitney
there
Smith with the finish in the lane.
Smith, yes. And she's taking advantage of the fact, again, Deed's not in the game right now.
Three, top of the keys, no good. Offensive rebound, shot blocked. But another battle for the loose ball, and McGehee, with a great hustle play, slides out of bounds while making contact with the basketball, so we'll keep it on this end of the floor.
Great hustle there by Mariah Blackman.
Good closeout defense as well, as Madison Toon thought she had a point-blank opportunity, but McGee's defense converged quickly. Speaking of Toon, she has the basketball now. Shot clock after that. Offensive board. Goodson drives the lane, some contact, no call, and Ollison clears the board.
Good defense. I would push it here if you're Green.
Yep. She tried to do so, but she's fouled from behind. Gonna get Goodson on the reach in. So Goodson's gonna check out after her first personal foul, and Farmer's back in. Three team fouls each in this quarter. So those free throws upcoming just yet, as we're inching towards the 2-minute mark. Got numbers if they recognize it. Canton time, good rotation defensively by Farmer to get back and deflect that pass out of bounds.
We talked a lot about McGehee and having success in that first half behind the perimeter. Let's see if maybe they can get some threes to fall here in this possession.
They listened to you, but the ball did not listen. So that shot from Green, short. And Helms brings it up. Now they'll set the offense. Farmer, quick trigger, left side's good. She hasn't had much space all night, but finally broke free and made McGehee pay.
Farmer starting to get comfortable here in the second half.
She's now in double figures, the first player for Manila. Green has 10 for McGehee to lead the Owls. Minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. A little miscommunication between the Blackmans, and that pass goes into the bench.
And as this game continues to tick away, almost a minute and a half left here in the third quarter, those possessions are so valuable. Can't have mental mistakes like that.
Every possession is going to be so important coming down the final stretch. Manila has 15 points off of turnovers, trying to add to it with this possession. Farmer being hounded by Ollison. Drive, left hand in the lane, no good, too strong. And McGehee limits to one shot. Green has it with a minute to play in the third. Cross court, Blackman thought about a three. She drives, runner in the lane's good.
Really good court vision there to see that she had an opening to take it instead of shooting that three, drive straight to the basket. I love it.
So Mariah Blackman with the finish. Pulls the Owls within a point. Here's Stabs. She works, gives it up to Farmer. 13-second differential between game and shot clock. They got a push as McGehee powers through the would-be screen. And they're going to call Ollison with a personal foul, which is a fourth team foul on McGehee. So should they have another one in the final 30 seconds, the Lions will be at the line. Shot clock's off, and Manila looks to be content with holding for the final possession. Mariah Blackman thinking about applying a little ball pressure. Now she backs away. Toon working now, 4 on the clock. Loses the handle of it. They're going to have to throw something up quickly. Now we're going to have a tie possession, which is going to give McGehee.
I really didn't love that sit here and waste all of that time. Be aggressive, go to the basket. It makes no sense for you to stand over here and try to kill clock. You're only up by 1. You need to have some separation on the scoreboard. You're not up by 20.
A little tough break, though, for McGehee as they get it with just 0.4 seconds left, so they lose the arrow for essentially no reason. Manila's going to have the basketball when we start the fourth quarter. Do not go anywhere. A good finish is upcoming from Bank OZK Arena. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
See your state government in action. The Arkansas Citizens Access Network provides convenient, live streaming coverage of state board and commission meetings, as well as direct links to proceedings of the legislature and the Arkansas Supreme Court. Can't watch live? Archived events are available on demand on YouTube. Learn more at myarkansaspbs.org/arcan.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Welcome back to Bank OZK Arena here in Hot Springs, and let's highlight our Arkansas TV Sports Scholar athlete, and that is Kenzie McCrotty of Dover, the senior guard with a 4.2 GPA. Wants to pursue a career in speech pathology. My mom is a speech pathologist.
No doubt.
My best friend is a speech pathologist. It's a great career, and best of luck to Kenzie McCrotty.
Fourth quarter is here. Who's going to take home the 3A Girls Championship? That's going to help. Farmer breaks free. An easy lay-in. The lead's pushed to 3 for Manila.
McGehee probably not very happy offensively with the way that third quarter unfolded. Let's see if they can answer here.
7 of 12 from the three-point line today is McGehee. Just 1 of 3 in that third quarter, though. Most of their damage has been done. Green drive to the bucket, too strong. Allison the offensive rebound. She throws it off the window, no good.
Tough luck there.
Farmer tries to push to Deeds, who's back on the floor with 3 fouls. Rejected.
As is Boyd there. Boyd getting the block, and then the block again. Great defense there by number 22.
We haven't seen the matchup as much as we thought we would because of foul trouble, but Deeds and Boyd just going at it, and both doing a job defensively. Green has it.
Just trying to find somewhere to go with it.
Boyd thought about a 3-ball fake drive. She draws the foul. Thought Deeds closed out a little too hard there on the 3-point maybe shot fake from Boyd.
Well, that's her 4th foul. And again, if you're McGehee, you go straight at her to see if you can eliminate her from the rest of this game.
First free throw from Boyd is good. July averages 13 points and 9 rebounds a contest. Looks like they might have changed who that foul call was on. And they assessed it to Chloe Helms, which is a huge break for Manila. So Deeds stays with 3. Helms has 2.
It's very kind of her to take that one.
Yeah, I was with you. I thought Deeds was going to head to the bench with 4 personals. Big break for Manila. Tough drive from Goodson. She's been relatively quiet, but they get the left-hand finish. Goodson now has 7 points for the Lady Lions. The trap right in front of our vantage point. Quickly get it out of there to Smith, and they reverse the ball. McGee's been a little cleaner with the basketball the last 5 or 6 minutes of game time. Struggling on this possession here, though. That pass, I might have jinxed that one.
Yeah, I think this press and this defense is starting to really buckle down for Manila. And then if you get Lucy Farmer like that in transition, this fourth quarter might be taken away a little bit by the Lady Lions.
Great body control there from Farmer. She absorbed the blow and finished. No foul call, and McGee's going to take a timeout to calm things down. Coach DeCamber Green takes the full timeout with 5:52 to play here in the fourth quarter in Manila. They stretch their lead out to 6. McGehee shooting better from the floor at 41%, but the number of turnovers and extra opportunities that Manila has been the difference. 37% from the floor for the Lions, only 20% from the three-point line. But 17 points off of turnovers. They're also out-rebounding McGehee. Those little things in a championship game are the difference.
They are, and right now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the largest lead for Manila right now with 6 points. And as we have seen throughout this entire game, 6 points might not sound like a lot in a basketball game. That is a lot in this basketball game with the way that things are going. And no one really finding any rhythm offensively.
Kind of said it tongue-in-cheek earlier, the first one to 50 may win it. We're on pace for that.
You might be onto something.
Manila average allows 43 points per contest. McGee's not too far above that number either. They had to grind out all 3 contests in the state tournament. I'm not sure how many fans would have picked this matchup in the championship game. A lot of people thought that maybe Mountain View, Greenland, and Dover were the favorites, but hey, that's why you play the game, right?
Exactly.
You fill out the bracket, doesn't mean that's going to happen that way.
Man, if it did, I'd be a rich person.
That's right.
This time of year.
I wouldn't be working today, I promise.
No.
But McGehee still got plenty of time to get back into this contest. They trail it by 6. Kayla Green has the basketball. She's got 10 points. 10 on the shot clock now for Green. We're stagnant on this possession. Double team comes. She beats a good pass down low, and a foul's drawn by Whitney Smith. Chloe Helms picks up her 3rd personal foul.
That might be best case scenario if you're McGehee. Try to get easy buckets here from the free throw line, as tough as it's been to try to just get a bucket in regulation.
That free throw up and good. 3 of 5 from the foul line is McGehee. 8 of 8 is Manila from the stripe. That one's too strong though, so 50% on that trip, 50% on the game for McGehee at the stripe. Goodson gives it up to Farmer, coming off the curl, 15-footers off the mark. Blackman clears the board in the corner. 5 minutes to play. Green has the top of the key, good pass to Boyd.
There, oh, this just a little too strong. Well done to put that back.
Ollison with the putback. She averages 5 points a contest with a big bucket there. 3-point game. Haven't seen much of Deeds down low. We'll see if Manila tries to establish her on the block. Instead, they get it to Helms, who gives it up to Deeds. She goes to work, kicks it to the corner to Goodson. Drive up and under is good. Nice job to win this race to the baseline.
She has done that how many times in this game? Kind of just a little back in there. It's working for her.
Goodson's going to play at the next level at Hendricks. The lead is back to 5. McGehee went undefeated through their conference, but lost in the district tournament. Bounced back to win the regional. Coach Green said that loss kind of woke his team up. So the play in the postseason is completely different.
Yeah, they got 4 minutes here to see if they can wake up some offense and cut into this lead, maybe regain it.
Deeds. Nice job by Boyd, cuts her off. 3. That one's in and out. Deeds, an offensive rebound, kicks it out. Goodson, short corner jumper. That's no good. And Blackman clears the rebounds. This is Mariah. Gives it up to Green, and now McGehee again will try to set the offense. Just 25% from the floor, though, here in the 4th quarter for McGehee, as we've got 3.5 to play. Blackman, guarded by Goodson. Now they get it down. Whitney, tough turnaround. Might have been hit on the arm, though, and she's going to head back to the foul line. But first, we'll take a timeout. So free throws upcoming for Whitney Smith and McGehee. A chance to make this a 1-possession game. We've got a tight one. The 3A championships on the line.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Want to see even more Arkansas stories? Subscribe to Arkansas PBS on YouTube for original productions, extras from your favorite local programs, behind-the-scenes videos, and our exclusive coverage of high school sports. All available on demand and all Arkansas made. Don't miss out on more great Arkansas stories. Subscribe now.
Experience the action all over again next week. Follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/@Arkansas TV to watch the games on demand. And you know, Bobby, I guarantee you the winner of this one going to go back and watch it for sure in a week just to relive the moment.
I'll do the same. Got to break down the film. Well, you can get
Take
better
notes, exactly.
A pair of free throws coming up for Whitney Smith. She was fouled before the timeout. Smith 1 of 2 from the foul line. She's now in double figures, though, with 10 points, make it 11. Averages 6 points a game. So having a quality outing along with 4 assists tonight as well. That one rattles home.
They
Two big
needed
free
those,
throws.
yes.
So Whitney Smith has a dozen, but Manila's lead still at 3.
They need a stop here, does McGehee.
Final 3 minutes. Goodson all the way off the window. Can't get the roll. Deeds an offensive putback, no. Another offensive rebound, and now a tie possession. Arrow points over to McGehee, so the Owls are going to get it back. Deeds had a couple point-blank opportunities, and she's got 7 rebounds now. Just could not get that money to fall. Deeds averages 8 and 6. She's got 8 and 7 this afternoon. 2:50 to play. Kayla Green's got possession. She runs the point. Dribbles to the corner now. A couple of screens up top. Trying to establish Whitney Smith on the block. Allison diagonal. She draws a foul.
And again, getting to the line here. Shoot some free throws here.
They're going to say Allison was in the act of shooting as Farmer made contact. It's the 4th personal foul on Manila here in the 4th quarter. McGehee has not been whistled for a personal foul. Pay attention to that if McGehee has to start giving up fouls to send Manila to the foul line, but way too early to start thinking about that. The first free throw rattles out. 5 of 9 from the stripe is McGehee this afternoon. Make it 5 of 10.
Missed opportunity there.
Empty trip, could have cut it to 1. Goodson, dribble handoff, drive to the lane, and 1. Goodson with the body control absorbs the contact and a chance for the 3-point play.
Yeah, she's starting to really take over this game right now for her teammates. She can feel it with 2.5 left on the clock.
Goodson's in double figures. She has 11. That free throw, though, also rattles out. So the lead stays at 5. 2:20 on the clock.
Well, in this quarter, 4 of their points have come from the free throw line for McGehee. That's where they've been able to find success. They just haven't been able to see anything else fall for them offensively.
They have gone cold from the floor, without question. Now can their defense create something? Goodson hounded by Green. She gets by, tries to get it to Deeds. I think we're going to have a kickball. Going to stay on this end. No shot clock. As in high school, the shot clock would reset to 15. So it'll stay at 21. 1:53 to play. McGee's just 1 of 5 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. So not a high percentage, but also not a high number. As Alyssa just mentioned, plenty of trips to the foul line. Goodson again drives the lane, gets into amongst the balls, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by McGehee, but only 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, this possession very much favoring Manila's favor just in terms of killing time off the clock. And then you end it just like that. Well done by Madison Deeds.
Uses the window for safety as the shot clock expires. And the largest lead of the contest now for the Lions.
And the Manila fans are on their feet. They're starting to feel it here with about 1:15 left.
Green, a tough runner. That one's short. Offensive board, fought for, but can't be corralled by Ollison. And now you're going to start thinking about fouling if you're McGehee. And Blackman does give it up in the backcourt, but just the first team foul in the quarter. Take another look at this shot clock beating attempts from Deeds. Off the window, off balance. And maybe the biggest shot of the season in the program history for Manila.
Well done by Deeds to get around Boyd, but also quick enough to know she's got 3 seconds to execute it. She did it perfectly.
McGehee doesn't give up the foul. Farmer lets one fly, and it's missed. Now McGee's got to push the tempo. Blackman trapped right in front of us. Got a whistle and a timeout called by the Owls. They got a player down on the far end as well. The player for Manila is down and looks to be in some pain. We're going to step aside. McGee's got to find a way to come back with 47 seconds left. They trail Manila 47-40.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Nice to see the Manila player get up and walk off the floor, even though with a little bit of assistance. Might have tweaked an ankle. Hopefully she'll be okay and able to bounce back into this contest.
Yeah, Chloe Helms there for Manila. And
Helms 3 points today, but 6 rebounds. Finding ways to contribute when maybe the offense is not there. Looks to be examining her on the bench. Again, McGehee took the timeout. Last 47 seconds here, Alyssa. Put the coaching hat on. Obviously if you're Manila, you got to hit free throws.
Right.
And take care of the basketball. But if you're McGehee, what do you have to do to get back in it?
Well, you want quick baskets. They've taken too much time here in the half court. I want to see them drive to the basket because if anything, get fouled and go to the free throw line. That's where you've seen the most success here in the fourth quarter.
So Boyd's going to inbound it to Blackman. She's knocked to the floor. That's going to be free throws. That's the one thing that Manila could not afford to do as Blackman hits the deck, and that's going to put McGehee in the bonus. So that's the 15th foul, the second on Goodson. Mariah Blackman has not attempted a free throw this afternoon. She has 8 points. That one's good. Knocked down a pair of first half three-pointers. Biggest enemy of a lead is the other team scoring with the clock stopped. Free throws pure. Manila's advantage cut to 5. McGehee, though, going to have to give up fouls again. Only 2 team fouls in this fourth quarter. So they're nowhere near the bonus. That time, the foul is finally given up by Ollison. The 3rd team foul. That also resets the shot clock.
You got to be very selective on who gives those fouls too. So remember, Michaela Green's got 4. She can't just foul to foul because you need her in there.
So McGee's got to foul immediately, and they're not doing so. So Goodson's just going to try to dribble out. Now she's double teamed. Almost turned it over. Manila takes a quick timeout before the loose ball. So Manila lucky there. They'll take possession on the far side. with 28 seconds left in this contest.
Yeah, interesting that they weren't trying to just foul there. I don't know the strategy behind that unless you were just hoping for a very quick turnover and maybe making it into some transitional points. But you haven't had success doing that really all game, so that's really hard to bank on.
Fast break opportunities have been hard to come by for McGehee. They only have 3 fast break points in this contest to further your point. She's Alyssa Orange. I'm Bobby Swafford. Thank you for tuning in to this 3A championship game, but don't go anywhere as we've got a full slate for you today. Osceola and Newport's going to follow us here. Tip-off going to be right around 1:52. And then tonight in the 4A championship games, Pulaski Academy and Pea Ridge tip-off at 6 in the girls. And at 7:45, an all Little Rock affair. How about Mills University Studies and Little Rock Hall? 2 historic programs in high school basketball in our state.
That's going to be a fun one between those 2 teams, yes.
I'm looking forward to the next one, but I'm also looking forward to these final 28 seconds because Manila is just those ticks away from their first ever state championship in girls basketball.
All the fans here on their feet. Quick foul, yeah.
Blackman. So that's number 4 on McGehee. So the next one will put Manila at the foul line. The shot clock's off. 27 seconds left, so only a second ticked off there. Get it out to Goodson. Out near the half-court line. She's fouled. Allison again going to be whistled for the personal. It's going to be the 4th personal foul on her. So Allison, Mariah Blackman, and Green all have 4 personal fouls for McGehee.
Well, with 24 seconds left, it's not going to really matter, but they're hoping for 2 misses here. That's just the wrong person to foul, I think, with putting Hadley Goodson on the line.
Goodson knocks down the first. She's 4 or 5 from the foul line. Does go 1 of 2, so a chance for McGehee.
Gotta go.
Possession game. Quickly pitch it up to Blackman. Blackman into the lane. Tough runners blocked. Deeds blocked it, and Allison with the personal foul. And she is just fouled out of the contest.
I would have liked to see Blackman there catch and shoot that ball.
Already hit a couple 3-pointers in this contest. The lead's 6 for Manila, but Allison does foul out with 4 points, 4 rebounds for McGehee. She's going to be replaced by Shakira Blackman, the senior guard, but Goodson's back to the foul line. Goodson leading all scorers today with 14. 4 or 6 from the stripe. Going to add to it here, but misses the first. Chance to make it a 3-possession game and can't do so. So an empty trip, but the clock's against McGehee.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Gotta have a 3 on this possession. Green hounded, lets one fly from the logo off the mark. Manila with the rebound. A foul in the backcourt, and that one just may do it. The Manila crowd starting to come to their feet, and they can sense they're about to go spend a little money at the collectible stand and buy some t-shirts to say state champs.
What a gritty performance defensively from this Manila team and McGehee as well, but able to really just execute their game plan and stay with it because they got bullied early. Both of these teams did. They were able to pull away when it mattered most here in the 4th quarter.
Timeout taken by Manila. That's what the stoppage of play is about. So with 3.6 seconds left, Manila and Coach Chad LaRose takes a timeout to talk about these 2 free throws and let the celebration begin. Addison Stabs is going to be at the line. She's not scored today, does have 3 rebounds. Chance to put her name in the scoring column. 9 of 13 from the stripe as a team. Make it 10 of 14. As soon as this ball is inbounded or rebounded, either way, Manila is going to start the celebration. McGehee Going to give it up, and that's going to do it. The Manila Lady Lions, for the first time in school history, win a state championship.
What a win for them. Well done. And we saw Chloe Helms come off the court for her. She's going to be over there. She got her ankle wrapped up. She's going to come and join her team and celebrate. She played a big role. They all did here in this win over McGehee.
So Manila wins it 49-42. We're going to step aside. Trophy presentation plus interviews with the coach and the MVP coming up. Don't go anywhere as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
One fly for the Wyoming. Count it. There's a dunk inside. Is the icing on the cake for Ladarius.
Here's a big play by Roberts. He'll go down the left side. One man to beat. He'll walk in the end zone for a touchdown. Right ahead. Here's a running lane at the 5. He'll walk in. Touchdown.
There we go, Johnny Diaz.
5A baseball championship. Hard hit once again down the left field line. Will double and score 4-0 Valleyfield.
The wall. It's gone. 3-run homer.
You have to. This is the time to dig in and get the job done.
Kenzie Freeman with the big swing from the right side. She puts down another kill. And all that hard work finally paid off. She tries to go cross court. Nobody home, right in the middle.
Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot in store for you.
Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars Class of 2024.
The Unified team is Special Olympic partners and peer partners. Friends, it's just incredible to watch how they have been impacted by this experience.
Hugo Bezdek's biggest contribution was the adoption of the Razorbacks and a whole sense of pride for this state and for this university.
What a game it was.
It's an exclamation point for an all-time Arkansas team.
I think it's important for Arkansas PBS to have sports because it provides sports on a greater platform to the entire community. And it also gives people in various other communities an opportunity to see other schools and other athletes and to have a greater appreciation for not just their own community, but the sports that are available across the state of Arkansas. There are so many lessons that sports provides, and it's one of the reasons why it's so important to the next generation of athletes coming up.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
The Manila Lady Lions accepting that state championship trophy for the very first time. They get the win 49-42 over McGehee here to win the 3A girls basketball state championship. Congratulations to them. Junior Lucy Farmer is your MVP, and she will join us along with Coach. And we get their thoughts here as they celebrate and continue to celebrate on the floor. But what a win it was. Bobby made a joke earlier on the broadcast. First team to 50 is going to win it. Well, they got 49 and they still won it anyways. And so Coach is going to head this direction. We're going to put a headset on him so that we can talk to Coach. Again, Manila getting the win over McGehee. 49-42. Coach, welcome and congratulations. Hello.
Oh, there you are. I didn't know where I was coming from.
That is okay. There's a lot going on, a lot of excitement. Explain how you're feeling right now.
I don't know. I don't know. So many emotions. Proud. This community's went through a lot this year. We had we went through a lot. I lost a personal best friend on Tuesday, so I had all kinds of emotions going through me, but on my worst days, these girls pick me up. It's awesome. It's awesome.
You guys have never won a state championship in girls basketball. Now you get to say, hey, you're the first. What has this team meant to the community, and what is this going to be as far as the legacy of the future of this program?
Oh, you know, I got here 4 years ago, and I just told them to stick with me. We were going to start a foundation for the future. And, you know, it hadn't always been easy, but you know, there's been highs and lows, but they stuck with me. When we talk about a sheep mentality and a lion mentality, we don't want to be sheep. We want to go out and we want to do all the hunting. So, you know, took us a little bit today, but we were lions.
When it mattered most there in that fourth quarter to have some little bit of separation offensively to give you guys a cushion, what did you tell your girls to just continue to grind and pull it out?
Well, just every time there's a dead ball, every time there's a media timeout, I just told them to keep breathing. It was eventually going to happen. We did not want to try to do anything that we hadn't been doing all year. Big stage. So I think everybody was tight, but just make sure we kept breathing. I thought all year, if our defense would just keep it below 50 points, that we would have an opportunity to win all ball games. So, you know, hats off to our defense. They did that.
Coach, congratulations. We're going to trade places with the radio, and then you can go celebrate. Thank you. Lucy tried to escape us, so we'll try to track down today's the tournament most valuable player.
Hey, and while we're at it, we were talking about Manila going and buying some championship gear. You can do that as well. All you have to do is visit www.arkansashighschoolsports.com to get your championship gear to celebrate the Manila Lady Lions' first ever 3A state championship. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of souvenirs bought on that website today, Bobby.
Nope, no question about it. That's just game one of the day. Coming up, Osceola and Newport, two Northeast Arkansas rivals set to do battle. Upcoming, do not go anywhere. Appreciate you tuning in for us. For my tag team partner, Alyssa Orange, I'm Bobby Swafford. You've been watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.